Welcome back to another episode of Miller's Menu right here on YouTube. I'm your host, Rusty Miller, and today I'm braving the cold outside to bring you one of my Italian favorite dishes, chicken parm.
Chicken Parm, you taste so good.
You can make it as an entree, you can make it as a sub or a slider. Today we'll be making the full ones and using it as our main dish of our dinner tonight. So we'll be breading chicken with some marinara and lots of cheese. Stick around if you want to see my version of chicken parm. Alright, here's our ingredients today. We have our chicken. I have chicken cutlets. You can get chicken breast and pound them out. It's just a little easier. Soaking in some buttermilk. Then we have our breading that we're going to do. It's Italian inspired Paco crumbs with some Parmesan cheese mixed in. You're going to have marinara sauce. We're going to warm up, and then we're going to top it with mozzarella cheese. That's it. Not very many ingredients. Let's get into it.
Chicken Parm, you taste so good.
Alright, you saw the ingredients. What we're going to do is we're going to start by breading a couple of these. You can do it in a couple different orders. We're going to bread a couple, and then we're going to start cooking the process. So, just going to bread a couple on, or cook a couple on camera today. But you just take it. It's been soaking in our buttermilk, and then just coat it with your panko crumbs with a little bit of Parmesan cheese in it until it's nice and coated. You want all that flavor in there. You can go straight to the griddle with it if you wanted to. I'm going to do it in a little bit of a different order today. And then there's the second one. And I poured a bunch of seasoning on the griddle. Perfect. Neighbor's got a puppy for Christmas, so that's nice and exciting. Alright, there's our second one. Stay tuned, and we're going to get into the cook. Alright, we got the Blackstone heating up. I'm going to take this marinara, put it right here in our pan, and we're just going to leave it on this side right here and let the burners heat it up as we're cooking the rest of our chicken. We want to make sure that our Blackstone's nice and hot. This is kind of important. You want the Blackstone to be warm. So, and the grease to be about 350, 360, something like that. Any less than that, the breading coating will soak up too much of the grease and the oil, and it'll be too oily. So you want it to be hot so it crisp it up, but you don't want it too hot because then it'll burn it before the chicken is done. We pounded those chicken breasts out nice and thin, so they shouldn't take very long. A couple minutes really on each side, and then that's all we need. So we're just going to wait for the griddle to get up to probably about 400. Then we're going to put the oil on it. It brings the temperature back down, and then it should be ready for us to cook. Alright, we're back. The griddle's up to right at 400 degrees. So we're going to take and put some oil on the griddle itself. We're going to shallow fry these similarly to how we did our tenderloin or our chicken wings. You can check out the chicken wing video right here. So we're just going to take, once that's up, that oil's got to be hot still, it is. So you're just going to take and put our chicken directly in that oil. You can hear that sizzle. Use this plate later. Again, it's pretty cold out here today, so the Blackstone is smoking a little bit more than it would normally. Like I said earlier, the chicken's not going to take that long. Couple 3 minutes probably on each side. We've got a thermometer. We just need it to get to 165. Once it's there, we probably stop it right around 160. We're going to put our marinara on and our cheese. It's still going to be on the griddle for a little bit, so it'll come up that extra little bit. So 3-4 minutes on each side. Have the chicken up to temperature. Then we're going to put our marinara and our cheese under a hat, melt it all, and then it'll be ready to go. Part of that was excellent, part of it was not. This part looks really good. This part wasn't on the Blackstone making good contact, so it's not very crispy. We'll hold off for a couple seconds on this one. And you can always flip it back, which we can in a second. Blackstone's got a little bit of a lean toward the grease trap on the deck, which I love because normally all the grease runs out of it. But when you're shallow frying, you want to keep all that oil there. Let's get this other one, and it looks perfect. You could also, right now, go ahead and put the marinara and the cheese on it because it's just going to take a little bit of time. I like to take it and put it off separately. So make sure our chicken's nice and done before we put the stuff on there. Check our marinara. Make sure it's up to temperature. It is still a little chilly, so we'll crank the heat up here on this side. See if I can get it without burning my fingers off. Turn that first one back over, see if we can get a sear on that part that wasn't. Alright, been a couple minutes on each side. Let's see what the temperature's at. $155 into that one. That one's still got some time. It's 128, 130. So we're going to add a little bit more oil so it doesn't burn. We're going to just set that right over there out of the way. You can see both sides are nice and crispy. Turn that side completely off. You can put a warming rack out here too if you wanted to put them up on it while you get the rest of them up to temperature. I'm just going to set it right there until this one comes up. So this one's a little bit bigger piece of chicken, so it's taking a little bit of time to get up to temperature. But as you know, with chicken, it's worth the patience. Nobody wants medium rare chicken. Our marinara is nice and hot now. Woo. Nice and hot. Alright, that is to 160, so let's turn this down. We'll get those in a minute. We're going to need the middle when I cook the rest of it, but that's going to be off camera. So let's just finish this one. This is all done. This one we're going to put right back on there. We take our marinara. Right on the chicken. You can take your mozzarella, cover it. A little bit of marinara to help melt it. Put it just under the hat for a couple minutes, couple seconds. That's nice and melted and gooey. Alright, we're back for the taste test. Got our thumbnail pictures taken. We'll cut this off. We'll split it. Hannah's with me today. She wanted to taste test. It's been a while since she's been in a video. Here, take that bite. That was really pretty big. So it's got the marinara, it's got the cheese, the breading, everything. Obviously chicken. And it's warm. Pretty good. It is pretty good. So, really easy to make. Once you bread it, throw it on there a couple minutes each side. The marinated cheese takes no time to melt. It is an awesome, hearty meal that doesn't take very long to make. It is one of our favorite Italian dishes. You can taste the Italian seasoning in the breading. It is perfect. Alright, thank you for watching. That's all we have for today. If you enjoyed our video, please give us a thumbs up. It goes a long way. And until next time, this is Hannah. I'm Rusty. We're Miller's Menu, and we're signing off.
Chicken Parm, you taste so good.
I can't cook like this. Hold on, let me just get changed.
Alright. What? Wait. Alright. Welcome to another gun show.